That's when it'll start. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hold On to Your Butts, a new chapter.
It's Hold On to Your Butts, a podcast about the great franchises that lost their way. That's what I was calling it. I still like that. Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
And now we're doing Indiana Jones.
Yes. We're starting...
AKA Season 2, There's No Time for Love, Dr. Jones, an Indiana Jones rewatch.
Yes. Keeping it in the Lucas verse.
Yep.
Or the Catherine Kennedy verse.
Stevie Baby. We're Stevie Baby's boys.
Yeah, for real.
I fucking love that guy.
That guy can make a fucking movie, dude.
He's so good. He's the best. Did we talk about, what is that? Oh, I had such a long week. I'm going to be awful, but I'm not going to remember.
And he refused coffee. He refused caffeine.
The Holocaust one he made, what's it called?
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List is amazing.
What is Schindler's List? This is Carson doing Jeopardy.
Carson.
All right, you're real. Is punchy a word I can use right now?
Yes, okay, I am a little punchy. Yeah, we're doing Indiana Jones. I love it. I can't wait to do this. I was so excited to watch this movie. We watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. No guest today. Just Stevie Baby's
just
boys.
The boys.
Just Mr. Stevie Baby and his movies and his boys. He is kind of like our dad.
In a way, yeah. I mean, cinema dad, for real.
I've seen so many of his movies.
I mean, again, I know we're not saying anything out of the, out of left field, but this guy knows how to make a fucking movie,
He's
dude.
so good.
Every time I was watching this, I go, this is a fucking movie, dude. Yeah. I don't know, just like the cinematography, the way, the opening scene when Indy's in the jungle, just the lighting coming through, how he's in shadow the whole time, and then he comes out.
The entrance into the iconic. From shadows into light, Indiana Jones face, Harrison Ford. He's amazing. His use of light and shadow, specifically, I wrote down, was like, because there's so many of those moments in this movie, like the one in the bar where we first meet Marion Ravenwood and her first
in Nepal,
amazing scene, but she's like having a reaction to what she was just doing, and she's looking at this wall, and then we see his shadow, giant,
yes,
and she's tiny in the bottom left of the frame, but then his shadow is huge, and so we see her perform and respond just to the shadow, and it's like, how did you even come up with this scene? But it's like, all it is Indiana Jones walks in the bar and says hello to Marion Ravenwood, his old, his former lover. But the way these two performers imbue this with so much emotion, it tells so much about their relationship as people, and you believe it. And it's because of this combination of his visual storytelling sense, which is unparalleled, and these two performers who make the movie.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's the magic of this.
I do want to keep tabs on Indy's love interests and who you think is his ultimate love.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun theme of this whole series, because criminally they did not bring Karen Allen back.
I know. Yeah, it was it was supposed to be a prequel in the next one.
I want to know, but I want to know the backstory of that, because like she is Harrison Ford's equal in every way in this movie.
Yes,
she's incredible. Her facial expression, her humanity, her characterization, the whole like the way they set up her relationship with alcohol, and then they knock it down when she does the game, she games the guy,
the drinking game
game at the end with or the halfway through with the Nazi guy.
It is a great intro, because she's running this bar and she's in a drinking game, which is like a trope in a lot of movies. I was just thinking, there's a Lord of the Rings part where they do a drinking game as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
When?
Gimli and Legolas are doing a drinking game when they're in Rohan. I think it's at the beginning of the Return of the King. It might be in the extended editions, because they're celebrating their
victory at Helm's Deep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah,
of course.
You get it, yeah. But again, maybe we'll say. I mean, we'll say that one.
We'll do Lord of the Rings event. Look, we will do it.
Yeah.
We just have to wait for it to lose its way first.
I just had to cross out or take out 15 minutes of us talking about Lord of the Rings.
Really? From the last one?
No, I mean just from this pod right here. It's an editing gag that'll play in the pod later. Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't even get
I'm
podcast
oblivious.
gags right now. That's how out of it he is right now.
I did 4 hours. I kind of want to talk about it, but I did 4 hours of conservative talk radio yesterday.
Yeah. And well, the one clip I saw online, I could tell you guys were not dodging bullets, but you had some hard-hitting questions. You guys were, had some difficulty,
Callers
he was
calling
giving you a hard
in,
time.
calling us snowflakes.
Yeah.
I saw some text. I was positioned in the studio in a place where I could see the text coming in and I could see the calls lighting up.
Oh, wow.
And I saw there were texts of people being like, these monkeys,
Whoa.
these clowns, these idiots, they don't know what, and I was just like, oh my God, how am I supposed to have this conversation? I mean, it was okay because it was very dehumanizing to see just texts from random people. And there were so many, it was like, okay.
It's interesting. I mean, did you like the radio situation versus like podcasting, how different it is?
Honestly, no. What I like about podcasting is the feedback is not immediate. The feedback is just you and the person. You're just having a real conversation with an actual, I'm just trying to be here with you, my friend. In that situation, it actually is a little bit scary. And like they told this story, we got about halfway through and we had taken some calls, and the guy, I think it was the station manager, like the producer, came in and he was like, oh man, the calls are wild, right? And I was like, yeah, it's crazy. How do you do this? And he was like, well, a few weeks ago, there was a host that hasn't been on since because he said something that was so out of pocket. And the station manager had to just come in and stop the show. But the host apparently was so frustrated about the shutdown, the government shutdown being like dominating the news. The host was like, oh, we could really use a school shooting right now.
Whoa. Yeah, not cool.
Which is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And inflammatory and incendiary and like not a way a normal person would even express themselves.
Yeah.
But when you're in the room and you're seeing the feedback, you're seeing the calls lighting up when you say things that are more incendiary and you're training yourself to get that feedback of being like, oh man, I got to push the limit. I got to ride the line. Like that's how you're successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you see it and you feel it. You can see how people kind of like, just as a human, like I have empathy for that. That you can get yourself riled up into saying something ridiculously out of pocket like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Whip sound, bringing us back. Sorry, I wanted to incorporate more sound effects into the season 2 of the pod.
Great. I can't wait to see what we should. Were there any sounds that? Do you have a Wilhelm scream?
No, I could probably find one though.
I'm sure it's up there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's so many good sound effects and like visuals in this movie.
Yeah, again, all these are tropes. I mean, every great movie uses them because they work. Yes. I think the drinking game is part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Something I also want to talk about, it's a little bit later in the movie, is the bad guy giving the woman a dress, something he wants them to wear. Is just such a weird, creepy thing. It's like
Pirates of the Caribbean has that too.
Exactly the one I was thinking about. Yeah. It's like, why did he have this?
Yeah, what's where does this dress come from?
Yeah, it's like,
is this in case I capture a beautiful woman on my travels, on my mission?
Is that why Belloq was so intent on having this woman? Because he was like, she fits the dress I have, because he wanted her the whole time.
He did. Damn you! You clocked that. That's weird as hell.
Well, I watched it enough.
Yeah, I believe it. How many times did you watch it?
Not enough. I wanted to watch it more.
Really?
I only watched it like 3 times.
Okay. Well,
I wanted to get up there into the 5-6 range, but
where did you first start with Indiana Jones? Maybe we talk about our relationships with this thing?
Yeah. Well, when I was really young, any break we had from school, any Christmas vacation, things like that, we'd always get babysat by my aunt and uncle. And they had a library of movies. I mean, it was like going into a Blockbuster.
VHS.
It was awesome. Yes. VHS they had recorded things from HBO and just they had like 4 or 5 movies on one VHS.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we go in their library, and as we got older, they would introduce us to stuff. And so I eventually got introduced to Indiana Jones, watching it on a weekend. I was staying with them. And I was a Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger guy. So, and that the Harrison Ford isn't quite the muscly, action hero.
No, he's doing something very different.
Everything becomes later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't as taken with Indy as a lot of people were, I feel like, because in the research for this podcast, so many people are into Indiana Jones, even possibly more than Jurassic Park.
Maybe there was
some
time
diehard indies.
I think it kind of had a similar arc. Like which is why it's fun to talk about in the same context and put it up next to each other. But it was like this global sensation when it first came out, and now has totally fizzled.
Yeah.
But, so those people that loved it then and have loved it for a long time, and like the reason why they kept making these movies, like I think a lot of people probably have fond feelings towards them, even though it does feel there's something about it that feels irrelevant or a little bit.
Now, yeah, and yeah, that last one did not, and we'll get to it, but Dial of Destiny did not hit the way people wanted it to.
I wonder. I want to like parse out the elements that are not clicking anymore, because it's not just Harrison Ford got old. There's things about the archaeology adventurer premise. I feel like it's some like cross-cultural like relations stuff, and like racial ideas are different now.
Yeah, and I had a whole thing about at the beginning when they're introducing him, when the government people are, asking about the Ark of the Covenant and stuff. They say, oh, he's a they don't call him a grave robber, but they are saying that he's a obtainer of rare antiquities, expert of the occult, a professor of archaeology, which are all great monikers to have. Is that the right word?
Yeah. What was the one with the occult? Expert
of the occult.
Expert of the occult.
Yeah, that's how we should introduce you for
expert of the occult
for the month of Halloween. This is the expert of the occult, Paul Caroli.
We should do more crap like that on CityCast.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Last year I wore a Santa hat in December. Yeah, even on episodes where people couldn't see it.
Zin Miss? Okay.
Yeah, for Zin. Oh, I don't want to talk about Zin right now. I had a bad Zin experience recently.
Oh, really? You tried it?
No, not with me.
Okay.
Yeah, something else.
Someone in your life had a bad Zin experience, and you're so traumatized by it, you can't talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly right, actually.
All right. Bringing it back.
So, yeah.
Back to Raiders.
So you were, as a kid, you were watching the VHS over and over.
Yeah, I mean,
what did you like about it?
I didn't get as into it. I was a Rocky guy. That's the movie I watched over and over again.
Okay.
I felt it was kind of slow.
Rocky 1 as a kid?
No,
Rocky 1 is kind
3
of
and 4
like,
were the big ones for me.
Rocky 1 is like an actually great movie.
Yeah.
Rocky 3 and 4 that's when it gets to be like a cartoon.
Yeah, then those are the ones I was into. Yeah. These ones were a little slow. I thought, when I was a kid, I wanted more. Although watching it now, I feel like the action's it's almost too packed. It's like every 10 minutes something happens, which is something Lucas and Spielberg wanted.
I might agree with you about that.
It was almost like, okay, now another thing happens. There almost wasn't time to breathe.
Mm-hmm. It was so much action, and I do think it dragged a little bit. Like Raiders was never the one for me. Last Crusade was the one for me. When I think about Indiana Jones, I think Sean Connery's there. The dad.
I did like Sean Connery.
Like, it's still Nazis. Like, I see that scene in Venice where they're solving the puzzle,
which I love so much more as an adult.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't appreciate it as a kid, and I've been to Venice now, so it is cool to like think about it. I'm like taken by Venice.
It's a beautiful. It's like enchanting.
Yeah, and the way they built it and everything, it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
We'll talk about it. We're talking right now about Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first Indiana Jones movie. It wasn't originally called Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, just Raiders. Did you look up the backstory? I have the backstory of how the movie got made.
I watched so many deep dives.
I'm sure you did.
So yeah, go ahead.
Well, what I remember what I have is it's George Lucas's idea. He wanted to do a take on like the old serial adventures of the early 20th century, like the Buck Rogers, like kind of how he had done with Star Wars, but with like an adventurer guy. He called and apparently he pitched the idea of Indiana Smith to Spielberg while they were on a beach vacation in Hawaii with their wives, and then they started working together and made it happen. 1981.
It is funny how they love Hawaii, because they shot Jurassic Park in Hawaii. That transition from the Paramount logo, which is the old like the older Paramount logo, not like the 70s, late 70s, early 80s one that was they were using that time. But Spielberg wanted to use the old one, and they transitioned to that mountain. They do like a transition in all the Indiana Jones movies where they transition to like a different mountain peak, and then they kind of make fun of the trope in Crystal Skull, where it's just kind of a mound.
Hill.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's a mountain in Kauai.
Interesting.
Yeah. That they had to go find. So they had a guy.
So they had him.
Yeah, just driving around, looking around.
So is the whole intro sequence with the golden idol, is that shot in Hawaii?
I think so. Because yeah,
It does kinda-
they bring it out, they do a wide shot of it. So I do think that's the beginning. And I thought it was fun because that's the last stuff they shot in the movie. So Harrison Ford had such a embodiment of the character at that point. When he does that reveal where he steps out, they're like, he knows who Indiana Jones is. So he just is Indiana Jones when he comes through the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was nice. I do think that,
That's good.
JD's acting corner, I'm went to acting school. I don't remember if you remember.
Are you queuing up a sound effect for this?
No.
Because I know what you're talking
or
about.
not to be. See, I do my own sound effects too. I'm a trained thespian.
I feel like
anyway,
JD's
he's
acting...
embodying the characters, which you can only do from living in that character for so long.
I mean, or being Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford does not... I watched a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. He doesn't strike me as like a deep thinker when it comes to his profession.
Interesting.
Like, I think he's a great actor because he doesn't take it that seriously. And his humanity comes through. And he happens to be like a regular dude. That's my theory of Harrison Ford.
I know Lucas was saying he hits that sweet spot where he's not too handsome, but he's not too ugly. He's like right in the middle. That's why he likes him. Are you looking at the camera because you think you're in that sweet spot as well?
Viewers can decide.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Got to watch the YouTube, everybody. But yeah, I do think it's interesting because he's not pretty. He's not like no actor.
Are you
these
kidding?
days.
Of course he's pretty.
He's handsome.
He's a himbo.
He's rugged.
He's a dunce. He's a dimwit.
No,
he's
a college professor.
But he's a terrible one.
And you believe it. You put those glasses on him. You put him in a tweed suit. You're like, fuck yeah, Professor Jones now.
I barely believe it. The one scene where they have him doing the lecture and then you see the girls all swooning over him.
Yeah, with her eye saying I love you. She improvised that.
Really?
Yeah, apparently that was an improvised thing that extra did. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I know, what a bold move.
That's cool.
What a bold move of that actress.
I wonder how that went over on the set though. I mean
they love it's in the movie.
Stevie Baby.
He's open to movie magic is what I got from all the behind the scenes things.
Same.
He loves making movies and he's open to doing it.
We'll talk about the sword fight scene, but this I think was the movie magic moment of Raiders. But yeah, does Indy work as a professor? Does Harrison sell the smart guy stuff? No, it's fucking gobbledygook. That scene is like nonsense. Also, he is a terrible archaeologist. I'm not the first person to make this point, but he is stealing artifacts. He is not he's not documenting it. He's not like researching anything. He's just grave robbing and taking treasures.
That's something that didn't age well, I think.
Exactly. Yes.
This belongs in a museum, that whole trope.
Yeah.
It belong with the people who, it belongs to, I feel like, the cultures that he's taking these things from.
Kind of the whole idea of Indiana Jones. Well, and then it boils down to the other character, Marcus Brody, I think is his name.
Yeah, the dean of the made up school
museum
that they're
or something.
It's called something college.
So that's what his role is. I thought he was like the head of a museum that Indy.
I think but Marshall College. It's a fictional college that they're at.
Huh.
But yeah, he's the dean of that school because in Crystal Skull they have a statue of him up front. I think he was the dean.
Oh, did the actor pass?
Yes.
Oh, that's a nice tribute.
And then
it's a nice performance from him.
Yeah.
But if he's the dean of a school, there's a line where he says, and this really jumped out to me because I was thinking about this like archaeology stuff. He says, Marcus Brody, quote, "Of course the museum will buy them," speaking of artifacts that Indiana Jones collects. "Of course the museum will buy them. No questions asked." And I was like, this is like a throwaway line. He's just like talking about this adventure that Indy's going on. But in 2025, this line would make him the villain, saying something like that. Because he's basically paying someone to go rob graves and like uncover ancient relics. Like in the 2025 audience, we don't like that. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see, cultures around the world pillaged and taken for the privilege of us white people in our museums. That's not what anyone wants.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So I've made my point. This is the point. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
So it didn't age well.
Yeah, I guess he's thought Indy's just more seen as a grave robber now than he's, some kind of, bringing education to,
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. I don't see Professor from him. There's one lecture scene of gobbledygook, and then there's like,
I mean, yeah, he is ultimately the worst professor because you see little bits of it in each movie, and he just walks out and like, yeah,
adventure.
Yeah,
begins.
Adventures is his real love, and I want to get into that. I think.
Okay.
Well, not right now, but
I
wanted to point out to the world that isn't your dad an actual college professor? So it hit you a little bit harder. You're like, this isn't how it is.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was raised in a household where there's some academic integrity. If this kind of thing, I get it.
And Jones has none. Dr. Jones,
he really doesn't. I took archaeology classes in school. I mean, not claiming to be an expert or anything, but I learned about this stuff and how it's supposed to work, like why archaeology expeditions and excavations work the way they do, why digs happen so slowly and methodically, because you have to document where everything came from. Site and situation really matters when you're digging up, when you're going and like find, if the golden idol was actually something you were going to try to like, if you wanted to like learn about that culture where that golden idol came from, it would matter that it was placed on top of this podium. It would matter the situation,
all the traps,
everything about it. Why are the traps? It's like
every poison dart you'd have to document
it because it would tell you something about the people. That's the point of archaeology, is you're trying to learn about the civilization and the history through these primary sources of physical artifacts.
Yeah.
And this is what he doesn't care about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I just looked it up. Marcus Brody is not the dean of that college.
Okay. What is his role? Close friend and colleague.
Yeah. Museum curator, professor of archaeology and museum curator.
He's a fellow professor. So he's another scumbag in league with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, pretty much.
But a museum curator. So he's got
guess what? Who looks good next to a grave robber? Or what other thing could make a grave robber look like the hero of the movie? Nazis.
I do.
Next to a Nazi, he doesn't look so bad.
I wrote this down, but you can't clip this. But I love Nazis as villains for movies.
So I got to take this out?
No, you can leave it in the. I mean, just don't take that out of context.
Okay.
But I really think it's so perfect because they're rotten. The whole ideology is so rotten. They're bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the most agreeable thing for everyone.
Again,
Nazis
a trope.
Evil.
Nazis evil. That's a trope in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Shorthand for bad guy.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's why it's so perfect for that classic serial format of like good and evil adventure. Got to beat the bad guys to the treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, and they do have all this stuff about Hitler, love the occult, or he's into the occult and all these things. And I was watching something where like, I don't know if Hitler's actually into these things. Because like,
you don't think?
I don't know. I mean, he may have thought, hey, if it'd be cool if I, had this artifact. I don't know if he thought it had magical powers.
I think the idea is like Hitler's theory of like the Aryan race is like a historical one. His view of how white, blonde, tall people came to be the best people, obviously wrong, but his view comes from history and it has touches on these occult elements. It is all kind of a non-scientific thing. I guess I don't know that much about it. I'd like to know more about it.
I mean, they thought that was science at the time. I mean, they justified it with science stuff, being like, oh, a black person's brain is smaller, blah, blah, blah. They would,
biological determinism.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, which I'm saying is wrong. But I'm just saying back in the day, that's what they thought that was cutting edge science,
Yeah. I mean, I think we actually talked about it on one of the last episodes of the Jurassic Park series. The good Lord.
Fallen Kingdom?
No, one of them, the one with Eland, because we were talking about nature versus nurture.
Okay.
And that's the core.
JP6 : JW3.
Okay, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah,
I'm locked in.
I was like, yeah, this is going to really clarify it for us.
I was thinking, by the way, of doing that for IJROLA, by the way, Rolla.
Rolla.
There's Rolla, there's Todd.
Todd, I think, is the one I think of when I think of Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yeah. That was because that was like the right age. I was a kid, you know. That one appealed more to kids. There are kids in it. There are a bunch of kids in it.
There's a bunch of kids, yeah. And I haven't revisited Todd yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it with fresh eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be...
People say it's great. There's this huge reclamation project. Everyone's like, Todd is good.
At the time, yeah, people were like, this is not Indiana Jones. They fucking made it terrible.
Which is how I felt when I watched it when I was a teenager.
Okay.
I thought it sucked. Because I liked Talc.
Okay.
Which is what I'm going to call the third one. And then there's, of course, Chris.
Yeah.
And
Dodd?
Dido? D-Day?
Dial of Destiny, Dodd?
Dodd.
Yeah.
Dude. Dodd.
I like Dodd.
Todd and
You'd
Dodd.
have to put an umlaut over it.
Yeah. We don't want to do that.
Nah.
If Stevie Baby didn't put an umlaut in, we're not putting an umlaut in.
Spielberg wanted to do a globe-trotting action adventure. He wanted to do a James Bond.
Oh.
But they were like, nah, it's British nationalism coming through.
I mean,
and so they ended up, going with the more American Indiana Jones, which a lot of people say does represent all the things America stood for, because of his just like stubborn-headedness of like, I'm gonna get this thing. Which, I was going to ask you, at what point would you have stopped going after the fucking Ark?
Yeah. I know his motivation is a little bit like iffy. Like, why does he want the Ark?
Yeah.
There's a point where he wants to stop the Nazis and he wants to get Marion back. But at the beginning, it's just like, oh, the Ark? I got to get that so I can sell it back to this museum.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the grave robbing thing for a while.
And then I argue he's not even that into Marion. He wants the Ark.
You think?
Yes, because at the end when he has the bazooka pointed at him and the guy's like, go ahead, blow it up. He calls his bluff and he doesn't do it.
Huh.
Because he loves the Ark more than saving Marion.
Huh. Maybe he's not that into Marion.
Well, I mean, okay, can we get into the Marion thing?
Okay.
Because it is risque. Did you get
no,
these things?
I know what people are saying about this, but it's not.
Again, Harrison Ford can get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
People love Ford, dude.
No comment. I don't know enough about this. I don't know what he's getting into.
Let's just say he was sleeping with a lot of his co-stars.
Okay. Do we know anything about that on the set of this movie?
I don't know anything about that. I know Star Wars, he was fucking Chris Fisher.
What's yeah.
And he was married and he was like
Carrie
39
Fisher.
and she was like 21. Or he was in his late 30s.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, look at him.
I mean, yes. No one blames
Have you seen him?
Her.
He's himbo.
Have you seen him? Yeah.
Look at Harrison.
He does end up divorcing his wife after these movies, I think. But anyway, so in the story of Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford is 37.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
That's good. I'm glad you got that. Because I wrote down the line that I think was important here. That I think people, because the implication is like she's so young. She would have. He's used
37
to date
in the movie.
They used to be together.
They dated because he was, Dr. Ravenwood. Indiana Jones was his grad student, and Marion was his daughter. 10 years ago would have made her 15, and he was 27.
Okay.
I've heard people say 15. I've heard people say 17. I think they're
all right. Well, where do the numbers come from, though?
I watched some deep dive videos. They said 15. I looked up.
Yeah, but based on what?
How old is
in the text of the film? How do we know her age?
There is no numbers given.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
We know how old Indiana Jones is.
Yes,
later.
But everything else is just like speculation and hearsay. That's not there. When you're watching the movie and she says the line, "I was a child, I was in love."
Mm-hmm.
I think people now are reading into that and thinking she was so young and he was so old and he was taking advantage of her. And maybe it's not, all on the up and up.
Sure.
I feel like that could easily be interpreted, and they probably meant it as they were both younger before.
Yes, that's definitely how they meant it, yes.
Yeah, so there's, scandal over, period. Who cares?
I mean, I just don't think, I'm not going to not watch the movies because I'm not saying cancel Indiana Jones or anything. I'm just saying I think it's...
Cancel them for other reasons.
Yeah, you're way more into the grave robbing thing than the robbing the cradle thing. But I mean, what if your dad's grad student started a relationship with you when you were 17?
hot.
You'd be like, nice.
Nice.
I know, dude. There is a double standard with a guy. Sorry.
If I'm 17 and this grad student is
20,
20s,
25, 27.
25, 20. The rule I heard, I mean, that sounds like statutory rape, but the rule I heard once for like vibes is cut the age in half and add 7.
Add 7, yeah.
So if he's 27, cut it in half.
Uh-huh.
Is
oh God! How do we always get into Paul doing math on these podcasts? we always get into
it's 13 and a half. 13 and a half.
Uh-huh.
So plus 7 is 20 and a half. So 17. Okay, the vibes are off. According to my whip smart, whip cracking good math.
Yeah.
Again,
I just don't think, I mean, I get it. She's beautiful.
God.
I don't know.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Karen Allen, total babe. What happened to her? Where are all the Karen Allen movies?
Apparently she did movies after it. She just, she just didn't reach that level of fame that, Indiana Jones or Harrison Ford did.
The interview I saw with her was she said that she did a lot of stage work before this, and this was her first like big movie. And that it was
she was in Animal House.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, that's where Spielberg saw her
really
first, and he was like, I like that she's like a strong, independent person.
Huh. That's cool. Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal. I'm even more excited about revisiting what I will but probably should stop saying is my favorite Indiana Jones, which is Crystal Skull, because they bring her back.
Yeah.
Correctly. So hopefully that's good. I don't know. I don't remember that well.
I guess I could see why they're trying to go with the Bond thing, just getting a different
leading lady.
Yeah, in every movie.
Yeah.
And then again, it didn't work well in the Temple of Doom, so they I mean, he has a different lady in Last Crusade as well, so. But none of them.
Isn't there some backstory with that? Isn't there like the leading woman in Todd? You know what I'm talking about?
Temple of Doom?
I'm going to look this up. No, yeah, Todd is, we know.
Okay.
Look, we all know. We're all on the level.
Sorry, I was thinking Last Crusade.
No, that's Talc. Todd is, yes, number 2. So the leading lady, I think she was cast because she was like dating one of maybe Stevie Baby or Lucas. I think it might have been something like that.
I know she ends up marrying Spielberg after this movie. That's
how really?
They met, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about.
Kate Capshaw.
Because I remember her being very bad, the performance in Todd.
When I was younger, I thought she was the more attractive of the two.
Than Karen Allen?
Yeah, when I was younger. Now I know better. I guess. I don't know. Now I think differently. I don't
better?
I don't know. Yeah.
Karen Allen, I mean, the Marion Raven character is a great character.
Yes.
She's tough. She's like sassy. She's funny.
Yeah. She's got agency.
Yeah.
Whereas in the next one, she's kind of just complaining the whole time.
Yeah.
But okay. We'll save that for Temple of Doom.
Do we need to do a plot summary at some point? I feel like the plot is like the Ark of the Covenant, that's the MacGuffin.
I mean, I had no idea what that was before this. Did you?
The Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember that from Sunday school.
No, I don't know if I did. I probably know it from this. But it's cool. It's a good concept.
Yeah.
Apparently
the screenwriter, because they had the idea for this character, Lucas and Spielberg. And so when they brought in a screenwriter, he just happened to know this MacGuffin thing from art was
I looked this up too. What's his name? I want to give him credit.
Yes, please.
But his idea was
he just knew it from childhood. He said like his dentist or something told him this story.
Philip Kaufman.
Yeah. So they put the Ark of the Covenant, but they already had this they like made the whole backstory for Indy too about him being in Japan.
Oh really?
Or China? Is it China or Japan that he's in? I think he's in
you
China.
Tell me.
He's in Hong Kong. He's in Hong Kong or Shanghai. And he's in China. Can I say the Orient and just cover the whole thing?
The more you go, the worse it gets.
He's
terrible.
in an Asian country in the next movie, but they had that whole backstory set up for him. But they're like, we're going to put that in the next movie, I guess.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it is a great concept too, because sequels just pick a new myth, an ancient myth, and then oh my god, it's real and it's actually supernatural. Great twist. I wonder if that will hold up in the rewatch. the supernatural twist. Because in the first one, there's this dramatic irony. There's this tension of like, why does Hitler want this Ark of the Covenant? Does he want it for the educational value of his interest in the occult? Does he want to put it in his museum? Does he want it to shoot lightning bolts and kill his enemies?
The government people, at the beginning, they say that no army that has the Ark nobody can beat their army. Yeah,
right. But do they believe it? These are rational adults. I
mean, Indy doesn't believe it even after he sees it happen because he keeps insisting he doesn't believe in Hocus Pocus throughout the run of the movies.
That's true. See, that's what I'm talking about though. Like, because as the audience at the beginning of the movie, you have to be grounded in the classroom of learning the facts. And why I think these movies are so exciting, at least this first one is so exciting, is because it does have that twist at the end of the magic is real. And before that, you didn't know if it was going to be or not. But then it is.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. Raises the stakes.
Yeah. And there's this whole theme of light in the whole, throughout the whole movie. At the beginning scene, that whole forest is like drenched in light and he's like walking through the shadows, and he goes to that idol at the beginning. He's like bathed in what they call the God light. It's like a Spielberg thing that they do. Oh, and like, so technique.
JD's freaking acting corner is back.
This is more of a cinematography corner now at this point.
Okay.
I also, I went to school for video production. So
yeah, appreciate the insight.
Yeah.
It's good.
So one of the overarching themes is he can't stay away from the light. He's drawn to it, and that's when bad things happen. Like Belloq takes that idol from him, he's in that rivalry with him.
Belloq is like the evil version of Indy.
Yeah, the French guy.
He's a French, and he's an archaeologist.
René Belloq.
He's working with the Nazis.
Yeah.
Hitler has tasked Belloq to go get the artifact to put in their museum.
Yeah. So he can use it for his own Nazi reasons.
Powers or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with Hitler is like, you believe, whatever. Hitler believed in ghost stories. He thought this could help him. I mean, same thing in Captain America. He's going after some fucking
that's
magical
true.
item in Pulp Fiction, apparently. Not Pulp Fiction. What's the Nazi one that he did?
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. Apparently he's so into film, the propaganda stuff. You could just throw Hitler in. He's into baking. You could throw Hitler he's a rival baker.
We got to enter this baking contest and defeat Hitler.
Hitler's actually really into baking.
Hitler made these cream puffs. They're delicious. Damn it.
He can't feed his army with these. It's just a trope. They wanted Tom Selleck to be Harrison Ford before they cast him, because they wanted that silhouette. Because I've heard a lot of back and forth. They're like, oh, we just threw a bunch of hats on the ground. We let Harrison Ford pick a hat. And that's how we got that iconic thing. And then I've also seen stuff where they're like I mean, it's a nice story, but I've also heard
chooses the hero.
I get hero choosing the hat kind of a thing.
The hero chooses the hat.
Yeah. And the funny thing in this first movie is he never loses his hat. Because apparently that was, the thing in those serials, the guys always kept their hats on. And in the next movie, he keeps losing his hat because they, make him more of a flawed.
The bit.
Yeah.
He's flawed, though, in this.
Yeah, he's definitely not perfect. That's for sure.
I think this is another key element of this movie is he's very human, Indiana Jones. He's very fallible. He's not super smart. He's not super competent. He gets beat up a lot.
Yeah.
And he's like weak.
Yeah, and that's why I do like them.
Really good. It's endearing and compelling.
Yeah, in between all the action, we do get a couple character moments, and they're all good. The introduction to Marion, very cool,
amazing scene.
Yeah. When him and Marion are on the boat, and he's like, "It's not the years, it's the mileage." That's really humanizing him. Where does it hurt? Here, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Don't kiss my elbow. Okay, Paul. Got it. He got up as if he was not just.
What are you talking about?
That's the thing. She's
I know. I remember.
Okay.
I'm not doing
Paul
it.
Paul didn't actually try and kiss me.
I'm not trying to kiss your elbow.
Just another pod gag he didn't play along with.
I didn't even realize it was happening until it was over.
I also heard the name of Bill Murray being tossed around for Indiana Jones.
Indy?
Yeah.
See, that's interesting.
But yeah, they screen tested a lot of people.
That's good. I mean, I like that.
Yeah, but apparently
shows what they were thinking about the character because they must have already known we want this mix of like heroism and humor.
Yeah. But yeah, so they wanted Tom Selleck. He had to drop out because of Magnum PI.
Mhm.
That Harrison saw, or not, excuse me, Lucas showed Spielberg a cut of Empire Strikes Back, and Spielberg was like, we want
This
Harrison.
is the guy.
Yeah, this is the guy. But Lucas didn't want him to.
Mhm.
He was like, I don't want him to be my De Niro to my Marty Scorsese. And it's like, all right, Lucas, fucking chill out. You made 2 movies.
Lucas, like a guy that has made great stuff and bad stuff, sometimes he gets it wrong, that George Lucas.
Yeah. Well, he talked him into it. And so,
Yeah.
A Star Was Born.
It was funny on the behind the scenes stuff I watched. It was one documentary of them in 1981 made from footage behind the scenes. And Spielberg is wearing a Star Wars hat the whole time. And it was just like, oh man, that's banal and lame now. But in 1981 for Spielberg to do that is pretty cool. He's supporting his friend.
Yeah. It's nice that they're all friends.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It would be easy to be jealous of someone who just made Star Wars, but he's just like, no, I liked it too.
Yeah, he's like, I made Jaws, dude, and Close Encounters. So yeah, apparently this was kind of a dip in Spielberg's career.
Really?
Yeah, because he had done a couple movies that were over budget and did well. Like Close Encounters went way over budget, and then some comedy he had done in between didn't do so well. So everyone
he made
was
like a World War II comedy.
Yeah, and everyone was
comedy.
like, is Spielberg that good anymore? Blah, blah, blah. And then this is the movie that like made him bulletproof.
And Kathleen's like, Stevie, baby, we need you to get you back on top.
Kathleen Kennedy was a secretary. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, she was a secretary before she got into the production stuff as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That's how a lot of people move up in the industry. They start off as like personal assistants, secretaries, things like that. I know the
JD's production corner. That's officially 3 of the 4 corners of the room. I know what the 4th corner is. We could go there now. It's a good corner for this movie. I wrote down a bunch of stuff for this.
Okay, go for it.
JD's fashion corner. Who had the best fit?
I mean, when he's in his suit, when he's like when he's traveling from his college to Nepal, he's wearing a navy blue suit and a gray fedora. That's a fit right there, bud. Right there.
You like that?
Yeah, it fits him. It's tailored to him.
Is this the gray wool looking suit? 3-piece?
I thought it was. No, I think he wears the gray one at the end.
That's a darker one. I'm talking the one outside the Capitol.
Yeah, at the end.
DC. I think that's a darker
that's the same
blue.
suit. Yeah, it's the same suit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that is the good. It looks good.
And also,
it doesn't feel like Indiana Jones to me, though.
No, but that's the professor.
I think
living in the real world
the
guy.
3-piece gray. What I'm realizing now. The 3-piece gray wool suit. That's the professor look. And it's good. It's good. But the dark suit. That's like professor goes to DC for meetings.
Yeah. Yeah. So the gray suit is when he's teaching. And then he's like in a traveling suit, but I can't find a picture of it just yet. But
that's all right. And then, of course, what we're seeing a lot of images of is the iconic look.
Yeah,
give us the break. This is what people are tuning in for, JD. They want us. We're in the fashion corner. We're looking at the
leather jacket never goes out of style. All right, classic leather jacket. Brown leather, interesting choice. Although they want to make it more earthy,
it's a lot of brown, shades of brown.
I mean, it's kind of one shade of brown, which is good.
Well, it's the brown jacket, it's the khaki shirt, and it's brown pants, brown hat. He's brown, brown, brown.
Yeah. He's a man of the
brown
earth.
all the way down.
Brown all the way down. He's wearing a mock toe boot. It's not a Red Wing. I looked at those.
Okay,
It's a different kind of brand, but a mock toe boot as well.
We love a Red Wing here on Hold On to Your Butts.
Yeah,
hold on to your laces. Tie them up.
Don't hold on to them. Tie them.
Not going to be able to walk.
Yeah, fedora classic. Love that high brim, very narrow up top.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of haberdashers on Instagram doing that hat. It's great. I love that he has a ribbon around it, classic ribbon. And the satchel, man bag.
Yep.
He was rocking it before a lot of people. All right. You can't go wrong with that. Oh yeah, is that what you
kind of an Indiana Jones style bag?
He has leather, dude. That's leather. Yours is some kind of recycled
it's a little bit more
sustainable
canvas.
Yeah.
Like colored canvas. Yeah. Kind of like a young Indiana Jones. A young Indiana Jones of the city. I'm doing adventures in podcasting.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of a whip, I have a microphone.
Yeah. It's the cord. Yeah. Again, I want to get to the whip. Is that the most like OP overpowered weapon of all time?
I have this.
You have a whip, yes.
I have a whip. Is it the whip from the movie? Is this what Indiana Jones used?
No, because that's also made of leather. And
but is this the same exact whip? Is this it here?
No.
Okay. But yeah, I thought it would be nice to have this because my brother-in-law has a whip for some reason. I didn't ask him where this came from or why he owns a whip. Do you know anyone that owns a whip?
I know you.
You know me, and I am holding this.
Yeah.
The original Indiana Jones whip from the movies. Yeah, no, a whip is like, it's an interesting weapon to have. Is it OP is your question.
Because anything he whips it on, it sticks to.
Which is so cool. He can
swing on it. It is cool.
He's under a car. He's allowing himself to be dragged under a car and somehow ties the end of his whip onto.
I mean, in the scene, it looks like he just sticks it in there.
It's crazy.
And it stays on, yeah.
And then he's dragging behind with this thing, and it's like, oh my God, it's so good. It's a great weapon. It is. I mean, the hat and the whip, that's the iconic stuff. That's the kit. You know, if you have a fedora and a whip, everyone's going to be like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, the whip, I think, more than the hat.
You think? If I just was walking around like this,
people would be like, Indiana Jones.
This fucking Indiana Jones motherfucker over here.
Yes.
We should test that out.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even know why someone
16th Street lets you walk straight down and be like, hey, what does this remind you of?
They'll be like, is that the original whip from Indiana Jones? Is that the whip?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Because no one ever sees a whip. No one knows. There's no reason to have a whip.
It's like, I think it's from like cow wrangling. So it's something they would use to wrangle
so it's like
wild
a cowboy
beasts.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's probably why they picked it, because that's another like Buck Rogers era, like, you know, serials of the Westerns. I could feel how that. It would be nice to have a quote or something from George Lucas. Maybe we could get that for next time.
He also had a gun, though, so that works a lot for him.
Let's talk about the gun. Let's talk about the gun and the whip.
Let's go into Paul's gun corner.
I mean, I don't have anything to say about the gun. I want to talk about the scene. The scene, the movie magic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The magic moment. The thing that makes the whole movie.
Do you think this scene makes the whole movie?
100%.
Okay,
this shows Indy's humanity. This shows the character. I mean, it's the most memorable thing in the whole movie. It's the pivotal scene. So Marion and Indy are getting chased through a market in Egypt, in the movie. In Tunisia. It's
Cairo.
In Tunisia.
It's shot in Tunisia.
In Tunisia, which they knew they could work in because of Star Wars.
Yep.
But they're in this market. They're getting chased by these Nazi ninja people wearing headscarves. It's weird who these people are. They're working for Nazis. So they're Nazis. Now that's a interesting question. Is anyone who works for a Nazi a Nazi?
In my book, yes.
Okay. So they're Nazis in headscarves with swords, and they're chasing Indy and Marion through this market. And Indy is punching these guys, and he's whipping some of them. And and then there's this one guy who's like got the sword moves that are so good. He's like, this is the boss of the crew. He's the one who's the master sword dude. And apparently in the script, it was epic sword versus whip battle. Never before seen on film. We're going to have the showdown that everyone's been waiting for. Sword versus whip. But everyone on set had dysentery, and they show up, and Harrison looks to Stevie Baby and he's like, Stevie Baby, I'm sick. What if Indiana Jones just shoots the guy? And Stevie Baby says, I was thinking the same thing. An amazing moment.
Yeah, apparently, they all had dysentery. He was like, Harrison Ford can only be out of his trailer for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who played Solace said in one of the scenes that got cut out, he like bent over to do something and shit himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he got really sick. Apparently he's like, I had like cholera or some shit.
God.
Yeah. But
also, the guy who played Solid, Jonathan Rhys-Davies,
yeah,
aka Gimli.
Yeah, I want to refer to him as Gimli.
We should.
So yeah, he was like, we got to do this in an hour. He's like, we got to shoot a whole scene. And he's like, what if I just shoot him? Blah blah blah. Again, the lore of this scene.
Incredible.
Yeah, because he's like, it's not happening. And he's apparently Harrison Ford is like, it's not happening today. And Steven Spielberg was the only one not sick because he brought his own canned food and water.
Weird. But also, I mean, good director, I guess.
Saved him.
Saved his butt. Saved the movie.
And
it turns into this epic moment where Indiana Jones is just like, oh my God, this guy with the sword. And instead of a whip, he pulls out his gun and shoots him in the chest.
And I guess Spielberg was also saying that he was thinking that in this whole moment where he's trying to get to Marion, Indiana Jones wouldn't take the time to fight this guy like that. So also, he was saying it was a script. It worked in the script as well. It
definitely does.
Yeah, more of a storytelling thing.
Because it shows Indy's like smart. And he also has that same kind of like...
What you were just saying, he was dumb.
Well, he's he has
smart.
Kind of a... He has... let's figure it out. Let's parse it. What does he have? He has
a joie de vivre.
He lives for the moment, you know?
It's a love of life, joie de vivre.
He's got a joie de vivre. I don't know what he's got. It's
he can scrap.
He's a scrapper. He's a bit of a scrapper.
He's a survivor.
An adventurer.
Yeah.
He knows how to get out of a tough situation. He's not going to let preconceived notions. I don't know. It's a good movie. It's a great scene.
Well,
what
I
else
guess
could be
the
said about
stunt
it?
double was like pissed because this was going to be his big scene.
Oh, the sword guy?
Yeah. So when they shot him, apparently he was really milking the death.
Oh, I should watch it again. That's really funny.
Well, they cut it all out, or they cut away from it. And Harrison Ford even says on the second take, he shot him before they even, started said action. So that like the reaction would be
brutal.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
David Koepp, screenwriter for this.
Are you kidding me?
That's what I have on here.
No. I have down someone else. David Koepp, of course, for loyal listeners, David Koepp is the writer of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's why I wrote it down. I thought it was crazy.
And the screenplay for JW4, aka JP7, Rebirth, the Scarlett Johansson one, Dog Water, number 7 of 7. Koepp doesn't have it, lost it. Where was screenwriter? Story by Lucas and Kaufman. So Lucas had the idea for the character. Kaufman had the Ark of the Covenant. We talked about it. Screenplay by Lawrence Kasdan.
I don't know why.
Kasdan is the Star Wars guy.
Well, I was watching. I got all these on DVD because I wanted to watch all the special features.
Mm-hmm.
So on the special features, they are interviewing David Koepp. So I thought, and it just said screenwriter as his credit. So I mean, he is a screenwriter.
So he was part of the crew.
Might not have been this screenwriter.
He was around.
Yeah. So my bad on that. My bad. But yeah, so all the special features that are on these DVDs are when they did Crystal Skull because they all say 2008 on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they just were filming all this stuff as they were doing Crystal Skull. It's just funny to see them all.
Well, it is. Because they'll have a different perspective. Because the ones I saw were all shot in 1981. Them talking in 1981. They didn't know what it was going to become.
Right. Yeah.
And
there's a fun documentary on Disney Plus too about like the making of a hero or something, and it's about,
we should watch that.
I did watch it.
Is it good?
Yes.
Would I like it?
Probably.
Would I?
It's a lot of history stuff. I don't know what you like anymore, man. I don't know what you're even about these days.
Sure,
dude.
you do. What do I like? I like all kinds of stuff. I like Lord of the Rings. Except for the poems.
Lord of the Rings and getting laid. That's what Paul Caroli's about.
My man.
If I had to boil Paul down to 2 things.
You know what I like is the truth. That's what I like.
He's into the truth.
Justice. I'm really into the truth.
The American way.
I'm into the truth in a way that's like not cool.
Popular.
People don't like it. It's weird to talk about it, but I really like the truth. Oh, I have more fashion shit to talk about.
Please, yes.
Marion's bright red high-waisted pants.
So good.
In the market chase scene is like when Belloq gives her the dress and tells her to take off the red pants and stuff. It's like, you idiot.
Bam, there it is.
She's crushing it in these pants. It's so good.
Oh, this is a cosplay. There it is. Bam.
Great look.
Yeah, this is a great look.
Great look.
Yeah, and then what is it with so apparently this whole scene with her getting into the dress is because apparently they had it that she was going to be in this dress.
And
the actress
Karen Allen
was like, how does she get into this dress? So her and the guy who played Belloq were kind of improvising.
They came up with this?
Yeah, they kind of came up with this on set.
Oh,
this whole thing with the drinking game. Oh yeah, and that
you're kidding me.
I don't know about the drinking game, but the fact that she was trying to hide that knife, that she was trying to steal that knife the whole time.
Okay.
The
knife thing didn't really work.
It wasn't the best part, but I mean, yeah, they made it on the day, which is interesting.
They're all sick with
she wanted some kind of motivation to get into this dress. She's like, it doesn't fit the character. Mm-hmm. I do think this is something that people like, actresses of this day had to fight for. They had to be like, you're just going to put me in a pretty dress. I'm just going to all of a sudden be in a dress now.
She's right.
And she was like, let's build this into the character. And I like that Steven Spielberg was willing to work with her on it,
I think that choice probably matters to a lot of people watching this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it matters. She's a strong character people like a lot. And I think this is part of it. Yeah. Like she didn't just get into a dress because
she's not just wearing something irrational for her desert.
I mean, they do get her in like some negligee basically for the rest of the movie. In most of the movie, she's in a dress with nothing, like a very not protective dress in the desert with no shoes. Mm-hmm. And Indiana Jones has gloves, he has hats, he has he's got his fucking boots.
He's got suits.
She had it hard, is what I'm saying. She's tough, I guess is what I'm saying.
Another outfit I wanted to talk about was Dietrich, the Nazi with the round glasses, the wireframe glasses. He has a full-length black leather duster. And I know how much you've said you like Nazis.
Fashion.
Yes,
okay. Nazis. No, Hitler was into fashion, dude. Didn't you know he had to fucking...
I know that you think this. I haven't seen the primary sources myself, but I'm curious about it.
As of this recording, we did do a podcast ago where I was talking about Nazi fashion. I might or may not have cut that part out. We'll see. I haven't edited it yet.
Well, the listeners now know that you're really into Nazis.
Yeah, no editing this out now. Fashion. Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, black leather duster. I thought that was a cool look, super intimidating. Love that full-length black leather duster. If I saw someone wearing a full-length black leather duster on the street today, I would think this person is crazy. This is not an outfit that works in real life. But in this movie, it's good.
Dietrich, I don't think is the right guy.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's Dietrich. Or maybe they call... Oh, it's Tote. Sorry.
Tote.
Sorry, everybody. Listeners are probably pulling their hair out right now. Tote.
T-O-T-H.
Another... I wrote down a joke one of an outfit of the shirtless brawler. The shirtless Nazi brawler who gets chopped up by the airplane propeller.
Yeah, apparently he was two different people in that movie. He also died in the Nepali scene. He's the one that gets shot in the head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And he's in all three movies as different bad guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch for him. I'm going to have to learn his name.
See if you can find him in the next movie.
Oh, fun Easter egg.
Yeah.
I'd recognize that muffin top anywhere.
Duster, great.
Amazing duster.
Although I think if you see a guy wearing a full leather jacket now, you either think of The Matrix.
Yeah. It's different. I mean, the other thing with Tote is that you're scrolling by images and we're seeing one of his hand, which has been burned with the writing and what is it? The headstand of the staff that reveals where the cave of the
well of souls,
the well of souls,
where the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, that's
so
a great
badass.
name. Yeah.
All this shit is badass. The whole puzzle of the well of souls, of the beam of light, onto the miniature
light
city
is a theme.
Rules. It is so good and so satisfying. That the puzzle is they only knew half of the clue because he grabbed it and got burned and didn't have the backside of the clue showing it's actually a foot shorter.
Yeah, you got to bring it down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I didn't catch when I was a kid, for sure.
I didn't get it until this morning when I watched it a couple hours ago.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. That's why you were late. You were catching up on the movie. No, but I mean, I didn't realize that until I was, watching it in my late 30s, that I was like, oh, that's what that was.
It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what makes Spielberg so great, because that's just a moment. He burns his hand, bad Nazi guy, gets something, but it comes back as a plot point, dude. It's crazy.
Like a crucial plot point. And it raises the stakes because it's like his physical flesh the villain now has this extra motivation and connection to the story too. It's like, it's just so good.
Right.
It's so good. I do think there's a little fat on this bone that could be cut. Like, people say this is a great movie, really tight. It's a 2-hour movie.
It's a little under 2 hours.
The boat scene. The boat, everything on the boat, between when the Ark of the Covenant comes out of the tomb, out of the cave of the Well of Souls, and the climactic confrontation where they go to this island for some reason, but it basically just looks like Tunisia again. All of that could be cut. We don't need any of that.
What?
We don't need any of that.
Well, that's where you get him. Okay, yeah. So that he gets onto the submarine. You know, it's kind of a cut scene where Indiana Jones was supposed to be holding on to the tip top of the submarine that's like poking out of the water.
I love that. That
he
sounds
was
like
supposed to have been holding onto that the whole time. And that's why he's like wet when they show him again. But they cut that out.
That's hilarious.
I think he was actually supposed to hit the whip was supposed to like attach to it underwater, and he was going to be dragged by the submarine for wherever it was going.
Oh, that's great. That would have been a great moment.
But they cut that out.
It's unnecessary.
Well, that's where you get the boat scene is where you get, you know, him and Marion connecting again.
Yes.
Which I did like.
Yes.
A good character moment. Didn't need the stuff with the but the pirates being like, oh, let us keep the woman. We're gonna sell her.
Yeah, the pirates we get the Nazis are like, no, we want the woman. We take what we want. Blah blah blah. It's like, we know, not we just. I
don't know.
Get me to the face melting. You know,
okay,
get me to the good stuff.
I don't know. I think you could have maybe taken out some of that fucking truck scene.
The truck, the action chase,
the
horseback chase, and then into the truck, and then
again,
oh my god!
I'm a Stallone guy. I thought it was a lesser version of Rambo. There's a whole truck scene in Rambo.
Okay, I don't know Rambo. I don't know that scene.
There's a truck scene where he's fucking.
He does this.
He's racing in a truck.
This whole shtick. Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about the boat stuff. It's fine. It's just like, it's not my favorite part.
Okay,
we could get from the shoot the guy with the sword. The chase is great. Then I want to see the face melt.
Yeah, shoot the truck with the bazooka.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff. It's a good movie.
Oh, and there's something there because so after they escape and the guy gets eaten by the propellers, because at the beginning of the movie, Belloq is able to take the idol from Indiana Jones because he has the indigenous peoples, the local people on his side.
That's true.
And so that's how he's able to take the idol from Indy, and he wins that round.
Yes.
And so in this version, Indy has the people on his side. Through Sala.
Does he?
Yeah, because when the only way he gets away with it, Gimli, is after he gets the truck back and he's done all the stuff. He drives it into that garage, and then all the local people hide it.
Oh yeah.
And then the Nazis come in, and then they can't find him.
This is a good point.
I thought it was nice.
A little parallel.
Yeah,
I like that.
Thank you.
Man,
you got to have the people on your side.
Respect. You're bringing it. I love this. You did the work here. Oh, snakes. Can we talk about snakes?
Sure.
Indiana Jones doesn't like snakes.
Again, a weakness, or at least a flaw, or something to exploit.
Yeah, it's his kryptonite.
Yeah,
it's his.
Although he overcomes it, it's not like he's like, I'm not going down there because of the snakes.
Mm-hmm.
He just.
It's a chance for him to show bravery.
Yeah.
And show his quality. I saw in my behind the scenes crap was when Stevie Baby was looking at that Cave of the Wells, Well of the Souls. Sorry, I messed it up so many times. The Well of the Souls. Initially, they didn't have enough snakes. It didn't look like the floor was moving. And so there was only like 2,000 snakes. And Stevie Baby said, we need 7,000 more snakes. I watched him say this. It was great. And then the narrator of the documentary was like, overnight, pet shops from London to Antwerp were cleared out because they flew in 7,000 snakes to fill this set. And with real snakes.
Lizards, yeah, because they couldn't have enough snakes. They used some lizards.
They used some lizards?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get that in my version.
Yeah, I heard that.
It took 30 years later, they finally revealed the truth that it wasn't all snakes. Yeah. In my version of the behind the scenes, they were telling the myth about themselves and the myth of the story.
Yeah, apparently, Harrison Ford himself isn't scared of snakes, so he was cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Marion, the actress who played Marion, she's actually terrified of snakes, so she had a really hard time. That so much so that they even just shaved somebody, like a producer on the movie's legs, and had him stand in every now and then.
That's funny.
Yeah, because she didn't want to be in there.
Huh.
They did do a little bit
Tarantino
of torture of the
crying.
actress in there a little bit, because that scene where all the mummies are like falling on her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were like pushing things on her. You know, in the scene. It's a little, you know, I wouldn't say traumatic. It's not as traumatic as the lady from The Shining, but
No.
be
Interesting to hear her side of the story.
Yeah.
The snakes, it's good. Oh, I did want to say about the snakes is this is another gripe I have with the movie, but the way they establish that Indiana Jones doesn't like snakes, because it comes up in the Well of Souls when he looks down and he's like, the floor's moving, snakes, and then he's like, oh, I don't like snakes. If they didn't have any precursor establishing that would feel like weird, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And so what they did in the very beginning, at the end of the sequence with you remember this, but at the end of the sequence with in the jungle in Hawaii, when he's getting on the plane and they're leaving, there's a great shot of the plane flying into the sunset that is just gorgeous. And it should have gone right to that, because Indiana Jones is running away from these guys doing blowtarts at him. And then he gets onto the pontoon of the plane and it should be just sunset. But instead we have this shot of Indiana Jones getting into the plane and being like, whoa, what's in this plane? What's in here? I don't like this. And then the pilot is like, oh, that's my pet snake.
Yeah.
What?
Yo, you think that's too out of the box?
Why would why, if you're a pilot of a private plane, and you've been commissioned to do a job, to fly someone to a place, why are you bringing a snake?
Dude, those guys they live on the fringes, dude. Snake people. They don't fucking play by they don't play by the rules. That's them bringing their dog to a cafe. That's
more than
he doesn't go anywhere.
Crazier.
Snake people are crazy, dude. Any snake reptile person, I don't agree with.
Maybe I hate snake people. Maybe that's what it is.
That is my take.
I don't like this crap. I don't like this whole. That's my pets. This is bullshit to me. It was like, what a stupid line. That stuck out to me so much.
I had this on-off thing with a girl for a while, and she got a pet lizard, and I was like, all right, I'm out. And like, you have officially crossed the line. I don't want to.
I don't do amphibians, girl. Babe, can't do it.
I don't do lizards.
Me and this lizard.
Yeah, I'm like, if you get some kind of emotional attachment to a lizard, like something that does no facial expressions, has no... Because like a dog, a cat, they at least show affection. They get there's like
people feel different about
there's
this stuff.
There's a symbiotic relationship with a dog.
You can have that with a lizard.
No,
a lot of people. Some people like this stuff,
and for that reason, I'm out.
Okay. Okay. We were talking about snakes.
Did you think Alfred Molina was always going to turn on Indiana Jones?
No, I mean, Alfred Molina is a star, and he rocks it, and his role is phenomenal.
He turns on him.
Yes.
So that was
entertaining.
A spur of the moment turning on him.
I'm not sure what you're asking me to about. Did you think
his plan was always to turn on Indiana Jones, or do you think his...
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he's a guy. He's an opportunistic guy. He found himself an opportunity. Are you wearing a Broncos Super Bowl ring?
Oh, thank you for notice. I did. Yeah, just for you.
Where did you get that?
Look,
eBay?
No, my grandpa bought 3 of them.
You're kidding me.
When we were kids, and he gave me one.
Holy shit. Does it have a year on it?
I support local.
Yeah.
I support the home team.
I guess you do.
I'm more of a Super Bowl fan than you are. Paul's always bragging on his other podcast about what a big football fan he is. I don't see a Bronco ring on your finger, though, do I?
No, I'd love to have one.
Well, you're going to have to pony up some dough for it, bro.
You know what I'm going to do is without you noticing, I'm going to replace that ring with a bag of sand on your finger.
Well, good thing my name's engraved in it.
Is it really?
It is. My grandpa did that when we were kids. Yeah.
We're going to step out of JD's fashion corner again. I forget what we were talking about when I noticed that was a Broncos ring.
I was trying to do a whole bit about how this is the only generational wealth my family had, because that's how big of a Bronco fan my grandpa was.
It was just the Super Bowl ring that he bought from some. That's crazy. Oh man, what were we going to talk? We could talk about the finale.
Yeah. So anyway, well, just a little bit, kind of picking nits a little bit.
I gave mine. I gave all of mine. I say cut the boat. At the beginning, and the snake setup is bullshit.
So this ancient civilization built motion censored booby traps Because the whole thing is like, yo, don't get in the light. And when you touch the light, the fucking arrows come out.
It's light?
Or the spikes come out.
I thought it was when you step on the
That's part of
furry patch of the ground.
That's also part of it. But at the beginning, he's like, don't get in the light. And that's what kills Alfred Molina when he leaves.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which rules? Great reveal
that he died
of Alfred Molina with the spike in his skull.
And you know that Idom's eyes moved?
No.
Yeah. It's built into the thing for the eyes. We're supposed to be following him. And you can kind of see it, I guess, in one of the wide shots, but they ended up not using it in the close-ups.
Oh, Stevie baby. Give me more movies. Get him behind the camera. Do more. It's so good.
That is very good, yeah. Because the eyes never fit. The eyes were like a weird human-looking eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a Furby. Do you remember those from the 90s? So this actually takes place a couple years before World War II happened.
Okay.
It took place in 1936.
Yeah, because famously after World War II, the Nazis had been defeated.
Yes.
They were not in charge.
Yeah.
In Germany anymore.
All these movies we saw, Hitler lost a bunch of shit. He lost that baking competition. He lost that fashion show.
Uh-huh. So yeah, it took place before World War II.
Yeah. So I didn't know Nazis were such a thing before World War II. They were still taking over.
Yeah, in like the 30s.
Yeah, kind of scary to our days. Huh?
Hitler did a rise to power. There's a really good book about it called The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich.
Oh, I've only listened to Mein Kampf.
Yeah? Did you listen? Really?
No.
Oh, okay. Probably be interesting. I mean, I'm not going to read it in public. I learned a great fact about Mein Kampf. I sometimes say this and people don't know what to do with it, so I stopped saying it because it's just like too weird. But it's like the title that Hitler wanted to go with, because he wrote it in prison. And so he wrote the whole manuscript and he had a title for it.
After World War I?
It was after.
Well, no, because he kills himself.
It's after World War. Yeah, no.
He kills himself at the end of World War II.
He wrote the book before he killed himself at the end of World War II.
You mean he wrote it after?
No, because Hitler goes to prison after, because he's this like upstart far right figure, and he does, I think it's the beer hall putsch, and he's like trying to take over, and he does some crime, and so he gets tossed in jail, and he writes a book, and he wanted to call it My 5 Years of Struggle Against Ignorance and Cowardice. And his editor was like, you shorten it up. Just call it My Struggle.
That's crazy that Hitler had an editor for his book.
I know. That was what struck me about it, was like, everybody needs an editor. Everybody needs an editor. Hitler's title was so bad.
And then they're like, wait, aren't you the publishing house that published Mein Kampf? Like after
the editor in this position of great power is like, yeah, but don't look at my resume.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually pretty good at this.
Why are you looking for a new job, guy?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that interview process had to be kind of bad after World War II, huh?
I think so. I think it was hard to explain for a lot of people.
But that's your version of I'm looking for truth, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what an example of how into the truth you are, that you would read Mein Kampf, and that makes it.
I have not read Mein Kampf, but I read this in the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich.
Yeah. No, yeah, I might listen to that book.
It's interesting.
I'm due for a historical book. I haven't,
Let's do it together. We do book club.
Maybe, yeah.
I just
listened to Dracula. Put that on Left Hand Right Brain. Me and my wife talked about Dracula.
I've been meaning to listen. I need to watch that. But I just know that you love Nazis. Fashion.
Thank you.
So you might
you're
it.
really letting that linger more and more.
What do you mean?
The lag time in between keeps getting wider.
What do you mean? The resolution, the finale? I feel like we're approaching our finale here of this episode.
Yes, okay.
I mean, this is one of the great classic movies.
Just hitting all my notes here. I want to make
sure.
Do
you have more? Do you lead us? Give us one of yours.
Nazi monkey, that's fun.
Nazi monkey.
Yeah.
Nazi monkey fun. And then monkey death, very good.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Bad dates.
Yeah, bad dates. Also
Gimli.
Memorable line.
Oh, Gimli.
Memorable line right there. And also asps, very dangerous. You go first.
Yeah.
He said that was probably the most asked for quote of his.
Really?
Is that asps line, yeah.
Interesting. And then he did Lord of the Rings, and of course now he's
this was in that 2008 he looked older, so I think he had done Lord of the Rings at that point.
2008? I think so.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is definitely done, but he wasn't in that movie, so those special features isn't where I heard that quote from Gimli.
Okay. I did have something on the monkey, but I don't know if it was anything more.
Oh yeah, so when they had the snakes, so they're trying to clear the path to the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
They have a gas can that he's spraying out, and then he lights all the snakes on fire.
Uh-huh.
Was that the best way to get through the snakes?
It was the most cinematic way.
Right, yeah. I mean, they don't show it. I mean, they show him throwing a torch on it, the gas.
I don't remember this, actually.
Yeah, so after Solid gets him down, and he's like, Solid, get down here. And he's got 2 cans, and he puts the gasoline in like a pump, and he's pumping the hose and spraying all the snakes with gas, and then he lights it on fire. And that's how they clear the aisle to get to the Ark of the Covenant. Which also, I had a point. All these diggers, all these workers, they're not lifting things properly. When he's like,
they're hurting their backs.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, their backs have to be fucking rough, dude. It's because when Saul and him pick up the Ark of the Covenant, they're just like, they're not using their backs at all. They're not getting under it. They're not using their leg strength. Apparently, this thing's made of solid gold, but they could just do it with their shoulder strength.
This is you've caught them. It's straight to cinema jail, Harrison.
Straight to jail. As a lifter myself, I don't know if the audience knows this, but I'm also pretty efficient at lifting.
Yeah, you're very strong.
Thank you. Yeah, and then when they're getting into the fountain, Well of Souls, and all the diggers are trying to lift up the slab, they're all just like getting in there too, backs bent over, using their arm strength. These guys have to be fucked up when they get home.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, long day of literally back-breaking work.
Yeah.
That's why they call it that.
It's because they're not using proper form, not because it's almost slave labor.
You should we got to get you out there where people are doing manual labor. Get you to like a construction site. Critique some form.
Yeah. I think they'd love that.
Fellas.
Use your legs.
Fellas. Get your ass kicked.
Yeah, and so they had all those snakes, and I saw a clip of Spielberg being like, we need one person whose job specifically is so that the pythons... to watch the pythons to make sure they don't bite somebody, because the pythons were biting people.
Oof. I mean, they're real
and they're
snakes,
not poisonous, but he was like, they won't let go. So this drinking game, is that a trope that would work on you? Because it's like they're going shot for shot. It's like, why is Belloq going shot for shot with? Because he like sees her take the shot. And he's like,
why?
Oh, now I have to do it. It's
I don't know.
Is that something that would your masculinity would force you to engage in a drinking game with somebody?
No, I'm not. I don't have that. But
if I just had shots lined up here and I start taking them in front of you, would something inside you be like, I gotta fucking get in on it? He's not gonna beat me.
In no way would I. I'm not like, this is not part of who I am at all. And also not drinking these days.
All right, thanks for letting us know.
Just saying.
Okay. Well, that bottle of scotch I got you for Christmas is going nowhere. Not really.
So do you have a hold on to your butts moment?
Wow, hold on to your butts moment.
Of course we have to do this still.
Yeah, and I totally spaced that. This is probably coming up.
Come on, of course. Shit. Mine is when the Egyptian dude. This is in the scene where the monkey dies, and the bad dates. With the Egyptian dude revealing that the Nazi interpretation of the headpiece is wrong, and then the monkey dies, that the way that raises the stakes, and then you realize that Indy has the upper hand, even though he's just been chased out of the market.
Yeah,
that's
good.
Like, ooh, hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
This is going back into the, we're going to the Well of Souls. Loved it.
That is very good.
Great scene.
Yeah, that is a good scene. Yeah, Ford did a lot of his own stunts. Like he was actually being dragged behind the cart. He hurt his knee because that plane that they had ran over his leg.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like in sand, so it like pushed it down, but he fucked up his knee and there was like, put ice on it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. Tough dude. Tough cookie.
That's probably when the Ark opened and actual demons and the wrath of God happened.
Hold on to your butts. There's no myth here.
Yeah, hold on to your butts.
This shit is real.
Yeah, this shit's
100% real. Yeah, that rules.
Yeah, when his face melted.
The fucking face melting holds up so well.
Yes, because that was all practical. Can I tell you how they did it?
Please.
Well, with Toph, or what's the guy with the black trench coat? Tote. Yeah, when for his face melting thing, they put layers of gelatin over a facial face masks they made for him. So they had like a stone skeleton under that because it could withstand the heat. So they made gelatin layers with paint in between layers, so you could see like the blood would come out and stuff. And they would take torches and just blow it onto the face, and it would melt. And
then speed it up to the right.
And then they sped it up, yeah. And then they had the stone skeleton under that because the heat wouldn't affect the stone. So
it rules.
Yeah,
it worked.
Yeah, and that was like such a revolutionary practical effect that the guy who did it, like he was like, yeah, I kept getting calls for years after, people would be like, how did you do that?
I bet,
because I want to do that in my movie.
It is very, very compelling.
And then when
it strikes you when it happens,
yeah, it's
because it's him getting his face melted, it's the other guy getting his head exploded.
Yeah, which they had to cover up with the flames because they were like, this is an R rating if you do this, so they had to cover it up to get the PG rating.
But the face melting is like,
yeah, but the face melting was fine. Yeah, apparently that was
crazy.
Okay.
It's so like stirring.
I bet there is like a higher threshold for what could happen to a Nazi in a movie.
I think there probably is.
Yeah,
because it doesn't feel like it's a human.
Yeah,
it feels like something else.
Other
someone that's gone so far wrong.
Yeah.
That they can have their face melted. That it's cool. Yeah, it was great. It's just great. You know, it's just so good. The finale, the composition of this scene with this arc in the front, and then all these like grunts watching, and then getting zapped, and then Indiana Jones and Marion. I don't know why he has the wherewithal to tell her to close her eyes.
Yeah, apparently there was something in some scripture before, something, you know, and I think this comes up in The Last Crusade as well, is like you have to be humble in front of God, in the presence of God. And so, yeah, so his Indy's kind of whole arc is, you know, he's after his whole arc in the story, not just the Ark of the Covenant, is that he wants the treasure so bad he's willing to give up a lot of things in his life. And then at the end, he finally realizes you can't witness. You have to give up these things sometimes to survive.
Interesting.
And I've also heard arguments that like they were the only two that were like pure of heart, so God spared them as well. Yeah, but also he had to be like, you know, close your eyes. So like giving up seeing what was in, you know, his heart's desire of like wanting to know what's in the Ark of the Covenant, to like close his eyes was humbling in front of God, and that's like why he didn't get punished.
Interesting.
Although there were flames all around his body, you'd think they'd be fucked up for sure.
You would think the flames and the like the ghost stuff, it wasn't quite as good as the face melting in terms of special effects. But for in the story, in the context of the story, like it is weird that they didn't get zapped at all, but I don't know. They didn't look at it. That's what we're told.
Yeah.
It's good. It works. It's very good.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job to all the guys, all the movie guys. Anyway, that's the end of the show. Welcome to the end. No, I have another idea. Well, we kind of already talked about it, but I was thinking it might be nice to do another segment. You know how we did like Dino Action? Best Dino Action? I feel like a segment about the worst archaeologist of all time. Like when is Indiana Jones a bad archaeologist but a good adventurer in these movies? I thought might be interesting. Obviously this one we've already talked about, and then for sort of like a wrap-up question, has the franchise lost its way yet? If that's the theme of our show.
Yeah. I mean, not in the first movie.
Not even
this
close.
is establishing it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that sets up the next. I mean, how many years has it been? This was made in
81,
40, 91, 2001, 2011, 2021. Over 40 years.
It's been over 40 years.
I mean, almost half a decade.
No, it's 44 years. 40.
He's 43. But
40.
So it's 21
years.
is 40 years. 22, 23.
For
24, 25.
Old Rotka.
No, that's 45 years. No, 40.
Rolla.
It's 45 years.
40. From 81 to 2025?
Yes.
44.
Because you're
40
taking away the 1, but you have to
Yeah.
add the 1.
Why?
Because it's not 7.
Why? I don't know. I don't know why.
Because I did it with my fingers and it came out
Okay,
right.
it's 40. Okay, then if your
might be
fingers say
44.
it's
It might be
44, it's
Fuck.
maybe 40. It's over 40 years.
It's
been a
set
long
it up
time.
for over 40 years.
Oh my
Woo.
God. But somehow in that time it lost its way, and that's what we're going to figure out next time, because it hasn't been in this movie. This movie rocks.
Apparently, it lost its way immediately because the audiences hated it for the next movie. So we'll see.
Did they? Did the
Yeah.
audiences not like the Temple of Doom?
Yeah,
when it
Temple
came
of
out?
Doom did not do as well. There's a lot of stuff
Shit.
what we could get into.
We
Well,
will.
But yeah, you
We
got to
will.
watch it.
We
Yeah,
will.
'cause
Raiders of the
it's-
Lost Ark, good. So far, the ranking is Raiders number 1.
Yes.
No other movie.
It's got 5 fedoras.
It's so good.
Did we hit
Nazi
the things you want to
monkeys.
hit?
Yeah, we talked about all this crap.
Okay.
I don't care. About this.
No,
I'm
now you don't
tired.
care. Yeah.
I mean, Karen Allen, we talked about a lot. She's great. Cut the Boats. Finale SFX, great. Oh, this is just, I just wrote down a good line. Indy to Belloq. You want to talk to God? Let's go see him together. I've got nothing better to do.
That was a good scene.
Fucking good.
And then all the kids come and save him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I did have a thing point about that. Is they just killed a bunch of people in the town,
Mm-hmm.
guns out, and he doesn't want to shoot Belloq in that hookah bar because there's too many witnesses.
Good, fair. Fair again.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, good lines. So many
Yeah.
good lines.
Oh, one line I wrote down is was talk. The Tote. Yeah, sorry. Tote.
You mean not Dietrich?
Yeah,
Tote?
not Dietrich. Tote saying Americans always overdressing for the wrong occasions.
I wrote that down too.
Okay, yeah.
I love that line.
I was like,
I wanted
what?
to ask you what the heck that
Fucking
means.
Nazis throwing shade, bro.
It's crazy. I mean, but what is he talking about?
Well, because she switched into that dress.
Right.
Then she's in the desert for some reason in
Yeah,
a nice dress.
But what is it? Why is that an Americans thing?
I don't know. Yeah, they probably
don't
think
get it.
Americans don't have good fashion
I get,
because
but,
we don't.
but the
I mean, look at
overdressing.
Paul.
Hey,
I'm just joking. Sorry.
no, that's fine. You're allowed.
You look good. You dress well.
Check out the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can see Indiana Jones's original whip
You could see
from the movie.
yeah.
An original prop. Oh, we didn't talk about the transitions with the red lines moving across the map. But we talk about that in the future movies.
But I did like it.
It's good.
Apparently, it was used to like they thought it was like a cheap way for him to save money, but I thought it was a nice effect.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's like part of the
iconic.
aesthetic, of Indiana
You need
Jones.
it. If you don't see that in an Indiana Jones movie, you're sad.
Yeah, because Spielberg was really like, I'm going to keep this one under budget, under time, which he ended up doing with the help of Lucas, because Lucas was a big help with producing the movie. So, because that was him trying to like prove to the industry that he could do a movie under budget and on time.
Could he? Boy, could he? Boy, did Steven make another movie. He made a
He
big
sure
one.
did.
He did a good one.
Yeah, how are we going to sign this one off?
All
right.
What are his
everybody.
great lines? He says,
I was trying to think of an iconic line for this movie. Asps. I hate snakes.
Yeah, snakes. I wish Karen Allen had more great lines. I more like see her like smiles, her devilish
Her
smile.
great line. I was a child.
I was a child. I was in love. I was a child.
I was a child and I was in love. I was a child and I was in love.
And that's
See you
the
next
end
week.
of the show. I was a child. I was in love. Bye.
Well, we really rated that Lost Ark. This belongs in a museum.
That's a good one. That's actually good.
Hold On to Your Butts is a left-hand, right-brain production. Produced by J.D. Lopez.